biggest mob of sheep we're going to have on farm for, well, the whole year. Some of these girls are going to go to the works, and after that we're going to split them up into a couple of mobs, and yeah, there's a couple of ewes right there we're going to get. But before we do that, we're going to get these ones out of here, otherwise these will all go in there, and that will end badly. No more of this in a few days, girl. You'll all be shorn. Over you go. Silly girl. Got another one. Come on, girl. No more pressure in that. Well, today's Tuesday by Sunday. We better go. Girls are on the move. Hey, 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 calm down. What are you doing in there? You're not supposed to be in there. That's a little bit cheeky, but it should work. Let's see. Come on, girl, come down, here we go. Come on, you think you're so smart, let's see how smart you are. Nope, she's going to get a dog. Come on, you three, go find that gate. Yeah. Beefies are looking alright. What size is that fault? Do a few to kill shortly. Like when I say shortly, late February, early March hopefully. See how we go. As you can see, we've got a lot of thistles around this year. That is just the result of a wet start to winter and a wet spring. There's two ways that this Californian thistle germinates, well, comes back. One's from the root system and the other's from seed mass. And I would say a lot of this year is from seed mass because the soil's been disturbed. Don't get a chance to germinate. Normally, because we haven't had that for a while, normally we would expect it to be from the root mass. But we've been getting pretty good at breaking that root mass down over the last sort of 10, 12, 15 years. Yeah, just repetitive mowing. I hate spraying thistles. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one thistle spray that works, and that's versatile, or it's generic types. Yeah, it is not able to be put over pasture. Well, you can, but you won't grow any clover for a year, possibly longer, and that's not really how the New Zealand system works. So I don't believe in spraying thistles on grass, especially in a sheep system. So we just mow them time and time again. The big ones out here are Scotchies. So these are Californians, the dark green ones are Scotchies. Excuse me. So this will get mown tomorrow. There's not a lot of base left in there. All this stuff here that you see is useless to us, the sheep. You can make them eat it, but they'll lose a lot of weight doing so. Yeah, so we just mow it, let it rot back into the soil. It's the base underneath we want gone. This one's not quite perfect, but those lambs on the young grass, there and there, not further over, they need that paddock. They need that paddock where the ewes are now, the next one down and one down that way as well. And I don't really want them beside those lambs anywhere but here, because that's all double fenced over there. So yeah, they're going the other side of the farm. This will do. Making their way in there. But we're looking for you, girl. We want to keep you separate. Oh, that's a lot of sheep in here. It's about as many as this city yards can handle. Come on, girls. We'll get a wee bit of pressure off this pen. It's just a few too many to leave in here for my liking. Come on, girls. It's not too bad. Right, so what's happening here is we've got two wool types. we've got full wool and we've got sort of 8-9 month stuff on the last year's Tudus. They're pretty much officially switch over now, so what were the Hoggets are now Tudus, what were Tudus are now Fortus, so on and so forth. There's some contracts out for that shorter two-tooth wool that are quite lucrative potentially. We are going to try and capitalise on that. We've got to shear them separately anyway, so we'll draft them out. So what's out there, and these, 770 odd, this will be a bit more than a day's worth. I'm not sure which crew is going to get sent. Some of the crews do 700 a day, some do 800. On these ewes, that's good going regardless. I don't want to have a whole lot of sheep in for off feed, essentially. They're going to spend tonight up there where they've got to pick a feed and water. And then tomorrow morning they'll come off feed out to the front there and have nothing. They'll be full 24 hours off feed and water for the shearers, but essentially they'll be almost 2 nights off feed. I don't want any staying over for that third night of marginalness, not being out in the paddock grazing. Yeah, so what we bring in tomorrow night, if the guys run out on Thursday, they can just carry on those and they'll be empty enough for them. They'll be 24 hours off as well. So it'll all work out pretty neat. Obviously a rewean. A few lambs in there, they'll come out when these come back into the shed. Hopefully there's enough room there for these girls. Short-walled sheep heading out. Oh, they've stopped, I see. Rest of them. Right, Sarah's going to go chase them away. I am going to go and do another special little job. It'll only take a couple of minutes. Kind of important though. Yeah, there's about another 25 of them. That's not the youngest one. And it's almost Christmas. I suspect there may still be a couple more to be born too, but it's okay. Do they go on the 24-25 tally, or do they go on the 25-26 tally? I guess what I'm saying there is, are they really late or are they really early? I'm not sure. There we go. As you can see, lots and lots of thistles. Yep, we're really sick of thistles this year, but we will get on top of them. So that paddock is the next one to be decked out with the ewes, but it's going to be a bit of a dick around shearing. There should be about 700 out there now, but they're not going to finish it. It'll be a juggle around, and once they're shorn they'll come back in here and everything will deck it out then, and then we'll mow it, and then it can hopefully grow some nice clovery juicy grass, but we'll just see what happens there. Yeah, anyway, got to get these little suckers out of here. They're not too worried, but they're only weaned like a week. and I'm a bit worried they're just going to all pile up on that fence and blow through, and yeah, well, there's already enough lambs in here, we don't need any more. So I'll just push them back that way. That one is supposed to be locked up for hay or baleage. I don't know how that's going to go because it's not growing very much. But once again, it's only been mown about a week, so we'll give it a chance. Oh, that's them away. That's 400 out there, 770 at the front. So that gives me 1170. That should be a good day and a half. And then there should be quite a few on that other mob, like 700 off. So what's that? It's 1870, yeah, 1900 with the 1940. That would be with the lates. So that's about right. I love it when Telly's out up. There's 3 we've still got to catch too, with the lambs, but it's alright. And then there is another 32, I believe it is, in that dry two-tooth mob that are not dry and lambing. I think we better lock these girls in there because that super shed has got lime in it. And well, lime is not going to hurt them. It's going to wind up in the wool and it will grind the crap out of the shearer's gear. And they will not be very happy with me. And I don't think the wool buyer would either. So, yeah, we'll just leave them here. They can have the house paddock when they're shorn. Well guys, time to drench and ring some calves. The bigger ones, still within the age we're allowed to castrate them without painless, so, but not by much. Oh, they've probably got 6 weeks, but we might as well get it done now. Because the sooner the better to a degree. We did used to do them when they were real young, but we had a few rigs come through with the lamb rings on wee calves, so we decided we'd just wait until they're a little bit older and use the big Tapari rings. We'll show you when we get in there. Yeah. When we're all steers, it's not a concern, not a huge concern, but I've got 2 dairy farmer neighbours. I've got a stud Hereford breeder neighbour, and I could just imagine his delight if a rat bag dairy beef bull got in with his pedigree heifers or cows, and we've got another place neighbouring us that does dairy grazing too, so I get stroppy about rams in the boundary, so I better make sure I don't have any bulls, yeah, or rigs which work like bulls. So a rig is when they've got one nut, you put the ring over 2 and one pops back up and it stays behind with the animal. Yeah, it doesn't, oh guys, it doesn't end very well for the receiving end, but we have got heifers this year, so because we've got heifers, we've just got to be that bit more careful. But they are due for a drench, though they haven't had a drench yet. Just going to get an oral, just the same one we give the lambs, and then get turned out on that beautiful lush young grass out there. We won't bore you with too much detail here, but I will just say, these yards were eaten out to nothing. Just like, I don't know, when did we send that last lot of cattle away? 3 or 4 weeks ago. Madness. But I suppose as they're cattle yards, they probably are quite high fertility. Just the sheer amount of emptying cattle out in here over the years that has happened. So anyway, now I've got a whole lot of calves walled up there, and I only wanted 2. But we'll chase them back out. Right, now I'm sure you guys have heard me complain about vaccinating guns before. This is a brand new gun, fresh out of the packet. We've had it a wee while. The valve has just come out of the end of it on its first use. YSL, we really like your products. I know you'll probably look after us on that, But that's not the point, because the fact of the matter is, how often does this happen? It's far too often. And we've got another gun here, thankfully. But if we didn't, we've got to stop what we're doing, we've got to go to the vets and get another one. Quality control is obviously just shit among all vaccinating gun manufacturers. So even these guys who, like I say, I rate as being the best, but it is what it is. Right guys, so we've got 2 sets of illustrators for this job. This is the smallest set. We've got this set and the XLs. So what we do is we do that. Now we've only got one bull in here. I'll just double check that one, mate. We come down here. Now he's not going to like this very much. The reason I'm going to try and use the smaller ones is because the big ones, the big ones, look at that, nice and easy. Just like that. Have a look in there. Not the nicest thing, but there we go. He's got the band up the top, 2 in there, and over time that just falls off. And then he becomes what we call a steer. Now Sarah's going to jab them. They've got to get 2 shots. Unfortunately we don't have a big enough gun. That's alright. And then she's going to drench them. They're right on the line between where they need 2 mils and 4 mils, but yeah, that gun is quite a nice wee gun actually. And same deal here, they need 2 shots of drench because we don't know where the big gun is. Well, we do, but we haven't got organised enough to get it. Probably over drench them a little bit. I may jump in there and do some of this for Sarah, but yeah. There we go. Right, we won't bore you with too much of this because like it's just the same thing over and over again. But yeah, we've done that to them. We've got another, what, 30 in here to do, Sarah? 33? Yeah. So, we'll see you at the end of the job. And there we go, 1 hour and they're all done. I may have put you wrong, I forgot we weaned another 8 yesterday, so it's 41, not 33. And they're all way over there. A few weeds starting to show up in the young grass, but nothing that the mower won't take care of. Next time it's all grows down nice and neat. Bugger. Let them all go. No shearing. No shearing tomorrow anyway. Just got a hold of the contract, did a double check, and the guys have got the flu. Was all going to fall into place beautifully. Even managed to empty the sheep out outside. But it's alright, we'll get it done one day. Every bloody year. I think I'm going to have to change the shearing dates because, yeah, this doesn't work. Not from a personal point of view anyway. Anyway guys, I think we'll leave it there. I'm going to go and do another couple of jobs. Might chuck a bit of topping footage in at the end of this, but they're going across the road. Lambs further up are going to have 1, 2, 3 paddocks. The tudus are going to go in there. These girls are going to go where the tudus were, or currently are. And then, yeah, not that one, but the one beside it, I'm going to go top, because it needs done.